This week in gaming and tech news, we've got Sony giving up on Destiny 2 and a bit of news on Destiny 3 not being in the works. We've also got a Middle-earth RPG being worked on and talk about Hasbro not doing live service. So let's get into it. But first, maybe a little bit cheeky and ask, if you like this content, please like and subscribe, and if you hate me, you can always unsubscribe. Let's get into it. Okay, so for me, this wasn't really a surprise that when I saw this article after Destiny 2's final expansion, Monument of Triumph, to be like a celebration of everything the players loved about the franchise over the years. They said like the game isn't going to be shut down, but active development on the game will be concluding. But they want to make sure the game is still in a welcoming place for players to return to, but there won't be any new content on the horizon. So I feel like Bungie's focus is probably on Marathon, maybe future projects as well. But Destiny 2's been quite impactful in Destiny as a whole and the gaming industry. I've always kind of been jealous for those people who've been obsessed with it. I've never really had that about games, so there's always a bit of jealousy to see. So it does suck for those players that aren't going to get those updates anymore. But I wasn't surprised. I feel like Bungie hasn't been as good of an acquisition as Sony paid for. And I feel like we could all have said that, but it is what it is. So yeah, I don't think it's too surprising they're going to be stopping future updates for this game. There might be significant layoffs at Bungie, which does suck, but again, I don't think it's surprising, as a report from Bloomberg claims they will suffer significant layoffs in the near future, and that Destiny 3 is not actively in the works. And I feel like with Destiny 3 you need a lot of staff and to make a game really successful, but is that even what Sony or Bungie want to do? There's a lot of reports saying that Bungie devs didn't really want to go straight onto the next Destiny game straight after Destiny 2, which is fair. You do get a lot of burnout working on the same franchise. I can see that, but it would suck for gaming if Destiny didn't get another game in the future. We just have to see what happens next. There isn't too much to talk about this topic, except from how excited I am that when I saw Warhorse Studios, you might have heard the rumours it's time to reveal what we are working on, an open world Middle-earth RPG and a new Kingdom Come adventure. And I'm like, yes, these are the perfect studio to work on a Middle-earth RPG. Kingdom Come Deliverance is top tier, it's quality, and having that in the Middle-earth world is going to be so good. I feel like Middle-earth is like one of the franchises that have just been underutilized the most, and there's just so much potential they could do, so I'm really excited. It's probably going to be a couple years at least, but I'm just happy someone's doing something with Middle-earth. So let's just see what's produced, I guess. Let me know if you're as excited for this game as I am. And also let me know, what franchises do you think's been underutilized the most? Could be potential from, I do think, Middle-earth, but maybe Game of Thrones. There hasn't been too much with Harry Potter. I know there's Hogwarts Legacy and all the Lego games and stuff, but good quality games they are lacking. It's been too much Marvel in my opinion. Maybe a Joker game could be cool, but again, that could just be Suicide Squad. Well, anyway, next. I saw this report and I was like, oh, this intrigues me. And it was from a company I did not think it would be, but Hasbro CEO Chris Cox recently discussed has nearly invested £1 billion in video games over the past decade. And they've chosen to focus on traditional video games rather than focus on the trends of live service and mobile games. Companies that actually make their money back and see tremendous returns on live service ventures, probably low, in the very low significant digit percentages. The risk is too much, and they'll see coming on the rising cost of game development. And they did talk about like locations where you should base your studios, but I found it different that sometimes you coming out and saying, yeah, live service isn't really working. Breath of fresh air in the video game industry, so everyone's just been chasing the live service. As rumours that Ubisoft are even going to push more live service because of their financial report, and they're like, we're going to become profitable because we're pushing live service next year. I'm like, okay buddy, it didn't work before, is it going to work now? But you see that games are making money from games like Crimson Desert. You see Capcom popping off of Pragmata, Monster Hunter Rising. Capcom's just doing banger after banger. It's just insane. and they're not really doing that live service model. So I just think that the industry should wake up and not push this live service, as it's too stagnated. There's too much content. It's like, where are you even putting the players from? They already got their game and has to be Game of the Year worthy to even get them to try it. Before I'd mention that, what the CEO said. Next, okay, it's time for the quickfire. Xbox have made a $255 million settlement resolving the lawsuit over the controversial acquisition of Activision Blizzard. On May 22nd, Microsoft had reached a $255 million settlement with AP7, a Swedish pension fund. And if AP7 had won the lawsuit, Microsoft would have had to pay an additional 30 cents per share to those who owned Activision stock between January 22 and October 2023. Okay, Destiny players are review bombing Marathon, but then to be met with a counter campaign from Bungie fans who are just giving the game massive ratings, so it's really difficult to see where this is going. But gamers at Bungie, Destiny fans are annoyed that they're not getting another game and it's not getting their future updates. Man, I feel like this is just the new thing. People just review bomb games to get their point heard. Apparently Google AI search is breaking a lot easier with certain times AI overviews are just drawing a blank. This is what happens when you base it all on AI, man. But hey, yeah, Google's just gonna push AI even more, and I mean they're getting rid of search entirely. They just want you to basically be talking to Gemini all the time. Okay, Google officially filed an appeal of the federal ruling deeming Ed an illegal search monopolist, and saying Google just prevailed in the marketplace fair and square. Does that include paying Apple to be your #1 search engine? I don't know how this appeal is going to go, but I mean, I get where they're coming from, that they built Google Chrome, but monopolies are just so weird now. It's that in some industries you can get away with it, and then some you can't, and then some companies just know how to get away with it. So very crazy. I don't know what actually happens. Okay, Waymo paused robotaxis in 5 US cities after cars drive into flooded roads. And apparently this was just a software issue that just caused the Waymo to just go into flooded roads and just get stuck, which just sucks. So self-driving is still not close. I've never been in a self-driving car, but they're probably perfect in the perfect conditions, but when there's a little bit of weather, they just mess up. As they haven't been trained on it. And then it's like, oh, what do I do, man? I'm so confused with this. I haven't seen this before. So that's something that humans can actually do, is adapt. Okay, so Black Flag Recent will have additional content from the main game, including more sea shanties and a shanty player. And they're also adding 6 hours of content, which is good. And originally some of the content they wanted to add to the original game, but they just didn't have time and the budget for it. So I guess they just now that they have time, they can add it to this game. We just have to see how that content is. Take-Two CEO Squidzeyy said the trailer won't come until summer, and their marketing for GTA 6 will officially begin in the summer. Maybe like end of June time, we're going to start getting more content. I saw Xbox do a little bit, just saying you can wish this GTA 6 now, which this isn't a lot, but hey, it's something. With GTA 6 fans starving, that's just a little bit. There's a lot of settling in this video, but hey, Meta settles a social media addiction case with the UK school district sued over the Instagram owner over the cost of fighting a small mental health crisis allegedly caused by the company's media platforms. So it was good to see. I mean, hopefully the district got a lot of money from that, because school budgets are really low, but I do feel like social media has definitely caused a problem for education, and it's going to get even worse with AI. So yeah. The schools just have to deal with it, and when you don't have the budget for it, it's kind of difficult. There's too much that needs to be done. Sony trademarks a new game called Break-In, ahead of the PlayStation State of Play, which happened June 2nd, so there'll be a lot of... So subscribe to be kept up to date on that. But rumours are that this could be the new name of the game, Fair Game $, which I think is a really bad name. So if they rebrand as Break-In, I could see that going well as Fair Game $. Probably isn't the best name, so we just have to see if they do anything with that. Oxfam has criticised TikTok and YouTube, saying in a new report that their content feeds are not safe enough for children. They've also shared concerns that they are not enforcing minimum age rules with the government. YouTube said it worked with child safety experts to provide industry-leading age-appropriate experiences for children. TikTok said it was very disappointing to hear about Oxen's criticism. We just have to see how this goes. Okay, SpaceX files for stock market debut that could make Elon Musk a trillionaire, as SpaceX wants to go public in the US, allowing people to trade shares in the firm on the stock market. So there is rumors that this could be like one of the biggest IPOs in history, with it valued at 1.25 trillion. So yeah, Quantic Dream's multiplayer game Spellcasters Chronicle is being shut down. The studio will be refocusing on Star Wars Eclipse, which does look like a really good game. Spellcasters Chronicle shuts down in June. I went over this in quite a while ago, but Samsung employees planning on going on strike, which could have put even more impact on the RAM shortage, but definitely was in the side of the workers. Getting a bit of that AI money would have been so good for them. But apparently Samsung have made a tentative deal with workers to avoid a memory chip strike. So more than 47,000 Samsung workers were gearing up for an 18-day strike after bonus payment negotiations between the company collapsed. But both parties announced that Labour and management have reached a tentative agreement. So yeah, that's good for the workers, good for the RAM prices. So I think this was probably the best outcome. Hopefully they got what they wanted. They definitely deserve some of that AI money, man. Apparently Ubisoft is accelerating investment into its playable generative AI experience. What does that even mean? No clue, but Ubisoft recently did their financial report and said they secured a whopping 1.1 billion cash injection from Tencent. Ubisoft is accelerating investments behind Teammates and its first playable generative AI experience to enrich player experiences, while teams are making tangible progress organically on AI applications that can help manage the growing complexity of modern game development pipelines. Ranges from both supporting our QC teams to smart NPCs and game worlds. And honestly, I do think NPCs could be really cool to be AI. You have like a full conversation. There's going to be a lot of funny clips, people just trying to break them and make them say weird stuff. So I do think that could be something fun at least, but I don't know, man. It could also just have no soul and be quite boring. So, and it is Ubisoft doing it. So am I confident? No. Hey, Ubisoft can prove me wrong. Okay, Xbox have made a second major Xbox leadership change, with Xbox hiring game industry analyst Matthew Ball to lead the strategy. Ball is known for publishing annual State of Video Game reports, which is a popular read for gamers just to read across the industry how it's going. It covers gaming, media and technology. So maybe this can be like an analytical role for Xbox, where they're going, what their players want. So I definitely think this is good, and change for Xbox probably can't be worse. And Valve are trying to dismiss the New York's Counter-Strike loot box lawsuit, saying people enjoy surprises, with Valve saying each of those transactions and many more like them involves the purchase of randomized items that can be resold for cash. People enjoy surprises, Valve continued, part of the appeal of many popular collectibles, from baseball cards to cereal boxes. So they're just pushing the aspect that there's a lot of other products that have similar mechanics to loot boxes. I mean, do you guys like loot box mechanics? I don't know, I don't know if it, I guess gambling's just really complicated aspect now. It used to be like black and white, but now everything's gambling, man. And finally, the last story I wanted to go over is the Trump mobile, with apparently leaking custom addresses. If you didn't watch videos, I'd recommend CoffeeZilla and Pigman Zero's video. They go over it in quite a bit of detail. But apparently there's an exploit to get custom information on who bought the phone, and you can see like their name, their address. I don't think their card information, which is good, but I did not think this phone would be releasing, so apparently it actually is, and people, well, a couple people will get their hands on it, man, so that's not much. But, and honestly, this was supposed to be the made in the US phone, and then they realized you can't make a phone in the US because parts are abroad. So yeah, that's this week's gaming and tech news, and I'll see you in the next one.
Latest gaming and tech news every week, keeping nerds up to date. Yeah, you know the rest.